Police have identified the suicide bomber at an Ariana Grande concert in Manchester, England. You can hear the bomb go off and see the panic unfold in video taken from inside the Manchester arena.
Oh my God. What's going on? What just happened? What's going on? Oh my God!
The explosion happened at the end of last night's concert. Thousands of young people scrambled to get away from the scene. ISIS now claims responsibility for what the British Prime Minister calls a callous terrorist attack.
And we're starting to learn more about the people who were killed. Teenager Georgina Callender was a big fan of Ariana Grande. She took pictures with the pop star 2 years ago. And 8-year-old Safi Roussos was the youngest known victim. Her primary teacher described her as quiet and unassuming with a creative flair.
A total of 22 people died in Britain's worst terror attacks since the 2005 transit attacks in London. 59 others have been wounded. Police say the lone bomber was also killed in this horrible attack. CBS Evening News anchor Scott Pelley has just arrived in Manchester. He has the very latest. Scott, good morning. What can you tell us?
Gayle, we're just short of the arena right here. Just beyond that blue crane is where the bombing occurred. The police are telling us this morning that it was a suicide bombing and that the man who carried out that bombing was Salman Abedi, a 23-year-old man that the police say they knew and had concerns about before all of this happened. Another 23-year-old man was arrested in Manchester, but they say that that is related to this case. We're not sure how it is related, but the police are telling us that Abedi apparently acted alone in the bombing last night. This morning, ISIS has claimed responsibility, saying that one of its so-called soldiers carried out the bombing. It called the victims of the bombing crusaders, but of course we know this morning that they were mostly girls, mostly teenagers. Mark Phillips has been following the investigation from the beginning and joins us right now. Mark?
Scott, the shock over this attack is not just to do with the numbers of people killed, it has to do with their age. These were, as you say, kids, teenagers, some kids still in primary school, many of whom now will not grow old.
The concert was a sellout and was just ending. The last song sung. The young, happy crowd was beginning to file out of the arena.
Oh my God.
A dash cam in the parking lot caught the blast.
Oh my God.
The crowd began to panic. The bomber was not in the arena. He had come to the concert on the local rail system and had approached one of the main exits as the audience was making its way out, some meeting parents.
Well, the lights came up after the concert and everyone was getting up to leave, and all of a sudden there was a big bang and all of the seats started shook and everyone just started running. People were screaming and crying.
This has been the most horrific incident we have ever faced here in Greater Manchester.
Manchester Police Chief Ian Hopkins says there are many young people among the victims.
We believe the attacker was carrying an improvised explosive device which he detonated, causing this atrocity.
The bomb was designed to kill and maim. Many of the survivors suffered shrapnel wounds. There had been security at the concert, but the bomber did not apparently attempt to get in. His victims came to him.
It's been a good evening until then.
This morning, concert goers were wandering the streets of Manchester, many still unable to make sense of what had happened.
You wouldn't think something that would happen to you.
Yeah.
And then when it happens to you, it's just so unreal. You don't.
How do you feel this morning?
It really hits you.
Britain's Prime Minister Theresa May expressed her country's horror and resolve.
All acts of terrorism are cowardly attacks on innocent people. But this attack stands out for its appalling, sickening cowardice, deliberately targeting innocent, defenseless children and young people who should have been enjoying one of the most memorable nights of their lives.
A massive counterterrorism operation is now underway here. We understand the police have made, in fact, a number of arrests as they try to determine whether Salman Abedi was, in fact, a lone wolf or had help.
Mark Phillips, thanks very much.